Financial fair play set to be scrapped. Chelsea to be given more freedom in the £150 million transfer pursuit of Erling Haaland. Hot rumours today from various reports and sources stating that financial fair play regulations and rules will be scrapped completely and there will be a new system in place to benefit your elite clubs such as your Chelseas, your PSGs, your Man Cities. I'll be delving into all the details, every single bit of detail for you guys, and the latest news surrounding Chelsea. We'll be speaking about Gianluigi Donnarumma, Erling Haaland reports, and of course Fikayo Tomori. But before I do get into all of it, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and comment down below your thoughts and opinions on each topic that I do speak about. But without further ado, let's get straight into this news steady video for you guys. Is financial fair play set to be scrapped? Don Roman is back. Don Abramovich is back. Is he going to spend heavily again? Show me the money. Show me the money, baby. It's UEFA is reportedly scrapping financial fair play and it will replace it with a new system of financial control which will give more clubs freedom over their spending. FFP regulations were introduced in the 2010-11 season with the aim of preventing clubs from spending more than they earn in pursuit of success and silverware to ensure long-term sustainability. But after 10 years, UEFA has decided to end the FFP system, according to journalist Tancredi Palmieri. He claims that a new system will be announced as the replacement for FFP, which will leave clubs with much more freedom in their spending. Now, the main question, it begs the question, how is this going to impact Chelsea? How is this going to affect Chelsea? Now, Chelsea is set for another blockbuster window, of course, after spending £220 million last summer, bringing in Kai Havertz, Werner, Chilwell, Ziyech, etc. Now, Thomas Tuchel's side are looking to bring in a new centre forward, and Erling Haaland has been tipped as their number one target. He could cost in excess of £150 million to land this summer, with several clubs showing serious interest for the 20-year-old. Now, Roman Abramovich is also prepared to make it his personal mission to land Erling Haaland, as the Blues also eye a new centre-back. The news about FFP will come as welcome news ahead of the window, which could see Chelsea to be given the green light to splash the cash even further this season. Now, I'm going to give you guys my thoughts, opinions on this new FFP news. I'll be essentially breaking it down. There are some positives and negatives on this. There's two sides of the coin here. Positively, we need to understand that Roman can now input his own money. He can inject millions and millions back into the club without any consequences or any sort of punishment, which it sounds good news because it means that he can input his own money. He has care and ambition for the club, and if he wants Chelsea to once again win the Champions League and compete on all fronts, he could easily just inject his own cash. He's a multi-billionaire. He's got the funds to do it. The main question is, it won't just be us doing it. Man City and PSG, these are oil-backed clubs. They're backed by clubs like Qatar. These guys are backed with billions and billions. Their net worth is significantly higher than Roman Abramovich. So if Roman is able to inject his own cash, imagine what PSG and Man City would be able to do. So the main question is, are we able to compete with PSG and Man City? And I was seeing reports earlier, and it stated that actually Chelsea were pro-FFP. They were actually in favour of FFP because it allowed them to compete with Man City and PSG financially, because it prevented them from spending £500 million every summer, which Chelsea realistically can't really do. But now FFP's gone. If everyone's on a level playing field and everyone can just spend whatever they have, then I don't think Roman can naturally compete with countries. The clubs are backed by countries. These are clubs that are backed by not just one single owner. These are complete groups of owners. Chelsea don't have a monopoly in the Premier League. We are competing with Man City, Manchester United again. Because if the elite clubs, the billionaires, are able to inject their own cash, and the lower clubs don't have the money, they simply haven't got the backing for that, the gulf of quality is going to be huge. It's going to be ginormous. So for me, there's two sides of the coin. There really is two sides of the coin. Now, the main question is, we don't know what system's going to replace it. We know FFP might get scrapped, but we haven't been given too much information as to what type of system is going to be put into place. Is it still going to restrict us from spending millions and millions? Or we don't know. But according to Tancredi Palmieri, the Italian journalist, that it's going to be in favour of spending more. So we'll have to wait and see. Of course, if any update happens in regards to this, I'm going to be reporting this on my channel. So make sure you stay tuned, hit the bell notification. But for me, it's good news because it means that Roman is able to show me the money. He's able to put his money down, put your finances on the table, and he can essentially buy whoever he wants, anyone that he pleases, and he can really upgrade the squad. But as I said, if Chelsea are able to do it, then so are pretty much any club in the world. So we need to be wary of that. It's not all good news, but again, it's not necessarily bad news either. I think that I'm quite neutral on this situation. Before I have an emotional reaction, I'd rather wait and see what system is going to replace it, because this isn't official. This is what UEFA are proposing. So of course they're going to have to put in a new system. They can't just say, oh yeah, we're scrapping FFP, and then they're going to of course remove FFP completely. But what are your thoughts and opinions? Leave me your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. But in regards to FFP, financial fair play regulations, if it is relaxed, if it is scrapped completely, then surely that makes our pursuit of Erling Haaland a lot easier. It surely does. Now, according to various reports, Erling Haaland is tipped to make a £150 million transfer to either Man City or Chelsea. Chelsea and Man City have been tipped as the transfer destination for Erling Haaland. The 20-year-old has been strongly linked with a move away from the Bundesliga side following his 33 goals in 31 games this season. Chelsea, Man City, Real Madrid and Barcelona have all been linked to the forward, who has a £68 million release clause, which is valid from next summer. However, Erling Haaland could be on the move this summer with Dortmund's Champions League hopes hanging in the balance. He has made it absolutely clear to his agent Mino Raiola that he will look to leave if they do not finish in the UCL spots. They are currently 5th in the league, 4 points off the top 4 spots. Now, again, as I said, his agent Mino Raiola, we know the deal. We know the deal with him. Also with Mino Raiola, you know the deal. You know, it's all about the paycheck for him. Essentially, it's going to come down to which club is going to be more eager to get the deal done. Who's going to pay out more in terms of agent fees? Because that is what Mino Raiola is interested in. In every single time his client has moved to other clubs, he's making sure, is he getting a massive payout? Chelsea, Manchester City, both clubs notoriously haven't got a good relationship with Mino Raiola. They don't deal with him. Simple as facts. These are simple facts because of his extortionate agent fees. However, if Roman really wants Haaland and he's willing to pay the agent fees and, you know, suck his teeth for this, grit his teeth together and just pay the money and get Erling Haaland done, then I think that we will win the race. We've got the owner, we've got the ambition, we've got the resources, we can definitely get the deal done. But again, it's going to come down to the agent because he's going to play a pivotal role in the Erling Haaland transfer saga. But that is the latest news on Erling Haaland, and let's move on to some more news, and it is in regards to AC Milan. Both Fikayo Tomori and Gianluigi Donnarumma. Now, starting off with Donnarumma, according to various Italian publications, Chelsea have a 20% chance of signing Gianluigi Donnarumma if he leaves AC Milan this summer. They are willing to meet the demands should AC Milan fail to agree a new contract. PSG are in pole position if he will leave, of course, if Donnarumma decides to leave. And I don't get it. I'm bamboozled. Like, honestly, I'm confused. Like, why is there goalkeeper links? You know, with the form that Eduard Mendy's on, you know, how God knows he's only 2 clean sheets off Edison. The amount, you know, his save percentage, what he's done, the fact that he can command the box, he's got decent passing ability. I know Kevin's got better passing ability, but you know, it doesn't make any sense. Why are we after a goalkeeper? There are other positions in that team, in that squad, that we need to strengthen. You know, striker, centre back. Like, these are key, crucial positions that we need to strengthen. So why are we going for a goalkeeper that, okay, he's going to be free, but he's going to ask for insane amounts of, you know, astronomical wages because he's going to be a free agent. So therefore, again, we're dealing with Mino Raiola, so we're dealing with a free agent. He's going to have a massive signing on bonus. So this doesn't make any financial sense. You know, if you're signing Donnarumma, that means you're implying you're selling Kepa. Yeah? Kepa, the man that we spent £71 million on, who are we offloading him to? We need to buy. You can't just say, yep, we're selling you, but no one wants to buy you, mate. Yeah, it doesn't work. You have to have a sell and buy market. And especially in a COVID-hit market where teams haven't got that much to play around with in terms of funds. Chelsea are in a very privileged position that we have money to spend. And he's not even an informed keeper. He's not one of the best keepers in the world. Not now anyway. The amount of investment that we spent on him, we're going to want at least half of that recuperated. And the most realistic thing I can think of is a potential loan move to a Sevilla, to a Valencia, back to a Liga club. That's going to be a loan deal with an option to buy. And it's not even going to be an option to buy of 70 million. It'll be an option to buy of, 25, 30, 35 million. And that's if he performs well. And we're going to make, maybe half if we're lucky. Chelsea aren't going to loan out Kepa and not get the funds for it. Still probably paying half his wages, by the way, because he's on 200 grand a week. And then go out and sign Donnarumma, who's probably going to command, 200k plus wages, plus a massive signing on fee. Then we've got to pay Mino Raiola's agent fees. Nah, mate. This to me makes no sense. I don't care if there's we have a 20% chance of bollocks. I don't care. We don't need Donnarumma. We don't need a goalkeeper. It makes no financial sense. It makes no logical sense. There are other key positions we need to strengthen. For me, it's a load of rubbish. And for me personally, I think Donnarumma's going to stay anyway. I think he's going to sign an extension. He rejected the first renewal, but that's because he wants higher wages. So for me, that will get done. I think this is all a smokescreen. I think this is all Raiola trying to get AC Milan to pay up, basically. I don't think that he's coming to Chelsea at all. But that's just my thoughts, opinions. We'll just have to wait and see with developments. But In regards to Tomori, though, this is interesting, and they're stating that AC Milan are crazy in love with Tomori and are barring any sensational twists, they will sign him permanently from Chelsea this summer. Now, the buyout option is about 28 million euros, which is about 26 million pounds. Now, don't forget the loan fee that they paid, which is about 3 to 5, let's say 5 million euros. So, if you add up together, if they do decide to buy Tomori permanently, they would have signed him for about 35 million euros. For me, from a Chelsea point of view, he was a graduate. He was an academy graduate. He came through the ranks. We never paid any sort of transfer fee. We paid low wages for him. He's been at AC Milan. They're paying all of his wages. So, we would have made a lot of profit on Tomori. And of course, that's profit for the club that can be added to the budget. But we need to understand that he is a very good prospect. He's gone over to Italy. He's gone to AC Milan. He's shone there. He's performed really well. And the fact that AC Milan are in love with him really tells you how well he's been doing. And he's keeping Romagnoli out of the team. It really shows you how well he's been doing AC Milan. The question is, are we making a mistake? Have we made a mistake in letting Tomori go? I understand it from a club's perspective because Tomori wasn't getting any game time. He needed game time for his age, his development. I don't think he was willing to sign an extension or a contract. And we were kind of stuck in the mud. Lampard didn't want to use him. We kind of shot ourselves in the foot, so he had to go. I don't really blame the club. It's just a really unfortunate situation that we've put ourselves in. I think he will. I think AC Milan will purchase it. And listen, at the end of the day, look at the positives. He's played well. We're getting funds for him. We'll move on. We'll go and sign our own world-class centre-back. So it is what it is. But that is me wrapping up the news daily video. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to smash like, subscribe, hit the bell notification. And I'll see all of you guys for my next video. Peace.